Look at that, Joe. We're live. You see the live? I see. Oh, now that is a
Hammer
beautiful shirt.
time.
All right, how about Total Cryo? Huh?
R.I.P.
Total Cryo. Ladies
This
and
shirt.
gentlemen, that shirt Fox. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for a Friday edition of Lunchables. Even though every day is the same day, we're still quarantined. It's day 684, but we are still here live for you. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. You have myself, KMS, CEO Joe. I think he's somewhere over there. And we have a ton of content for you today.
Well, first off,
yep.
Shout out Alex, the intern behind the scenes, always doing a bang-up job.
Boom. Look at that picture behind, by the way. Studs.
Like
I mean, I can just see I have a big forehead on the picture. No, not your picture.
Yeah, I can see me too.
But we're gonna do things a little bit different today. We do have some fire topics that we're gonna talk about, but we want to get you, the listeners and the watchers, involved today. So whether you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, get in the comments, start typing them in, or on your phone like this, and ask us some questions. Joe and I are here to answer your questions. The best Cowboys and Notre Dame. Knew that was coming.
Not really,
So that's
not really a question.
Not really a question.
More of a concern. More of a concern than anything.
But if you have a question, funny, serious, whatever it is, ask us the question. And the best question today wins a Design Tree shirt that CEO Joe is going to give away. So get in the comments, no matter what we're talking about. You stop, and we answer the question. Stop. Hammer time.
Freeze. I missed that. That was my bad. I missed that one. All right. Well, first off, we're kicking off. Yep, you're right. Fire shirt. We're kicking off today by canceling something. We're going to cancel something right away.
We are.
Which today is International Bat Appreciation Day, which I don't think International Appreciation Day could have come at a worse time in the middle of a pandemic started by one guy eating a bat. So I'm willing to officially cancel Bat Appreciation Day for this year and going forward.
Why? What are we appreciating bats for?
Well, there's all those people that are like, bats eat flies, which like stops them from eating like corn or something, and then that's why we're allowed to have pizza. There's always like a stream down effect.
Yeah. Spiders are good because they.
I don't agree with any of it. Don't agree with any of it. I don't think if you killed all the bats, I don't think it would make a difference at all, except there would be no coronavirus.
But if you did kill all the bats, there wouldn't have been a wedding in Ace Ventura 2, and then they all would have died.
Well, it would have been a different animal, I think. But you're raising
no such thing as a bat.
You're making a great point. Like, what happened if all the mosquitoes just like had heart attacks and died?
Mosquitoes have hearts?
I assume everything has a heart, right? I don't know the anatomy of it. Like an earthworm has a heart. So like a mosquito's got to have a heart.
Probably.
How fast do you think a mosquito's heart beats per minute? Like,
I mean, can you even see it?
I don't know. I would say like 2,000 times a second.
Yeah, literally.
So yeah, but let's say you kill all the mosquitoes, what bad could actually come from it? No West Nile virus.
Mm-hmm.
No mosquito bites. I mean, that's a big one.
Fucking just like this. I guess you could. We'd probably put some businesses.
82 beats per minute. Apparently,
we just found that out. I like.
Yeah,
that. 82 beats per minute.
That's if you had the under on that one, I think that's a good win because there's no way. Wait, 82 beats a minute. Wait, like a baby's heart beats like 145, and a baby's way bigger than a mosquito. I'm not believing that.
But there's those things, some. We're not, ladies and gentlemen. We went to Kutztown University, so.
Wife, can you Google real quick how many?
Call me wife.
You are my wife.
Yeah.
I don't want to call you by your name, your government name. She said, "Thank you." Can you Google how many beats per minute a mosquito's heart beats? Because I'm not believing. I think Drew is probably like insanely drunk already.
Yeah, he's been drunk for, 5 weeks.
All right.
I think the only thing bad that would come out of killing every mosquito, we're way off on the tangent here, is we hurt some mosquito bite companies and some candle companies that make the candles that make the mosquitoes go away. Like they'd go out of business.
Like netting companies.
Yeah.
Those like soft nets.
I'm good with that.
I'm very good with that.
I will sacrifice those companies to get rid of mosquitoes.
Okay, ready?
Hold on, we got a fact coming in. A real fact.
Specifically, the heart contraction rate of mosquitoes steadily increases over the first 15 days of adulthood from 1.57 Hz on day 1 to 1.8
No idea what that means.
On day 15. It's not in BP. It's not.
All right. So Drew may or may not be right, but we can't do algebra right now, so we don't.
So does that mean a mosquito lives for 15 days?
Quite possible. All right, we're done mosquito talk. I think.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. We have a development.
Wait, we're not done. We're back in.
God.
Well,
there's no way 1.37 Hz equals 82 beats per minute, Drew. This is insane.
Mosquito aging modulates the heart rate and the directionality of heart contractions.
I feel like I'm listening to Dr. Fauci right now. I don't know what's going on.
I hate that I brought this question up.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna take a day off.
All right.
We went from National Bat Day, just canceling it, to how many beats per minute does a mosquito?
You know what?
In its 15-day life.
We're canceling Bat Appreciation Day. We're canceling bats in general. We're canceling mosquitoes, and I'm canceling HZ because we don't know what that means. I'm canceling that entire.
They're gone.
Now I'm getting live texts.
Not
82. No, I'm not reading it.
We're done. Not happening. All right. Before we go to our next topic, everybody, in case you're not scrolling and reading on the bottom there, make sure you're asking us questions today. Hop in the comments, Facebook, Twitter, hop in. The best question of the day will win a Design Treat shirt of your choosing.
Should we answer one of the questions that was sent to us before we started?
Yeah, absolutely.
By somebody who can't follow directions.
Do you have anything to do other than this? Because I don't right now.
I don't.
I have to work out, which I don't want to do.
All right. So Ryan Lerman.
He was all over Twitter.
All right. Ryan at OwlsFan954. That's a lot of Owls fans. When did something start out badly for you, but in the end, it was great? So I think
it's a great question.
Would that be when, or would the better question be like, what is something that started out?
No, it could be a show. So like Game of Thrones is the opposite. Started awesome, ended awful.
Correct. All right, so Kevin,
so what started bad?
Yeah, what started bad, but ended up bad for you, but ended up great for you?
Bad.
You're either in or you're out.
Sorry.
We're doing a wife show next week.
Yeah,
both wives. What ended up great that started really bad? Had a couple poops that are like that. Right? And it started out you're trying to push and it hurts, and then ended up actually great. Well, I guess I'll say I could say my cruise last year.
Okay.
Because towards the beginning of the cruise is when I got bit by the shark last year, aka the
sharks, if you want.
Yeah, I got my foot's still messed up, man. But from the beginning, like we got on the ship, everything was cool. But the Eagles, so we got on the boat. We're going bad to good, yeah. So the Cowboys lost in the playoffs the night before we got on the boat. Boom. I'm miserable. Miserable. Lost to the Rams. I got smoked. Get on the boat the next day. Eagles look like they're going to beat the Saints. And you know what? Every 2017 is happening all over again. And my wife's next to me, and she roots for this team. So it was miserable. Luckily, they lost. And so then I kind of got happy. So I'm going in a wave here. So I was bad and then got happy. And then bang, I step on coral, slice my foot open. My foot's this big. It's red. The shark bit me. Exactly. They're going to amputate. I'm sitting in a hospital on a boat Nowhere
Not great.
anyone ever. Well, I got some doctors speaking Spanish to me. Not good.
Also not great. Also not great.
Not good. So then he gives me some antibiotics. Then I have a pooping incident because I'm drinking still on the antibiotics. But at the end of the day, I got really drunk every day, and I still got to see some beautiful places. I got drunk in the Cayman Islands, and it was beautiful. And you know what? I got a little baby bite on my foot. It's okay. So that kind of was a wave, but yeah.
And now you're immune to shark bites. So for me, it would be, I've had a lot of jobs in my life, a lot of jobs, but the best job I've ever had was delivering Chinese food at a small, beautiful town in central Pennsylvania.
Take a KU4 pork fried Dr. Pepper right now, please.
Yeah. So, but the first night that I delivered there, I speak very little Chinese. I can say chicken broccoli white rice, which is gyagi sopa. So very little. Umpa in Italian, little. I'm learning Italian right now, actually. As well. Yes. So first night didn't go great. Don't speak a lot of Chinese. It was very awkward. And I lost a delivery when I dropped it by accident, spilled over the ground. So I had to pay for that. But turned out to be the greatest job of my entire career in life. So even counting this and anything that makes me real money.
Who needs real money?
If I can go back and deliver Chinese food 7 days a week, I would. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think we should do that. I think that's a segment.
Yeah,
go back to Kutztown and follow Joe delivering Chinese food for a week.
Oh, we can do it. I would sling the king. All right. What's the next topic?
All right.
We've gone over one topic in 12 minutes.
That's fine. We're good. We're waiting on these questions here.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's always holdouts in the NFL, right? Zeke held out, and there are usually holdouts in physical things because that's what happens. You hold out of going to camp. But now that all these teams are going to have to do virtual training camps off season, mandatory mini camps virtually, we now have virtual holdouts. So it seems like Dak Prescott's going to hold out. Jamal Adams says he's not going to attend Zoom meetings. Give me your thoughts on virtual holdouts.
I mean, it's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Because
is there anything more quarantine than that?
I mean, if you're an owner, I mean, you don't take that seriously, right? Like if a guy doesn't accept your Zoom invite, like you're not going to be like, oh, well now I'm going to double down and pay you that extra like $6 million a year because you didn't log in time.
The join.
Yeah, it's absolutely a joke. But like, what else is the player supposed to do? I mean, if I were the player, I would go the opposite route. I would join the Zoom meetings and I would just be a problem. Like that's how you hold out.
Your music in the background.
Yep. Absolutely. Because that's I don't know. It's just wild. Like I'm
Zoom hacking all of those rooms. I'm hiring someone that I know, and I'm just
all we gotta do is
there's no way they're hosting.
If we just figure out like the Zoom like rooms where it's like www.zoom./ if we just start putting in some random numbers and letters, we're bound to hit one eventually.
Yeah, have to.
We're bound.
I'm hiring Mike Babjack just to be Zoom hacking every one of those rooms.
Imagine if you're the strength and conditioning coach trying to like blow the whistle like via Zoom.
Oh,
yeah, like
it's just happening. Yeah, and especially if a player has a bad connection and you blew the whistle like 38 seconds ago and the guy's still on there and then it blows. Everybody else is on the new workout. Yeah, the whole Zoom thing. I mean, while we're on the topic of Zoom, I mean, I'm over it. I mean, we're 5 weeks in, and like when we go on these, like, shout out my family, I love family, but when we go on these Zooms that are like 18 people, and like everyone feels like they need to yell, and then people are talking what, and it's just.
The issue with the reason it doesn't work is because when you're in any group setting of like 6 or more people, there's like multiple conversations happening, and you can't have multiple conversations in like a Zoom room. So it just makes it impossible. I'm also now being told Zoom rooms can lock, which is a great point to to which my wife just pointed out. It's a great point for like how to keep random
Assholes
people,
like you.
That's why
assholes like
you
us
need,
out of it.
but that's why
But-
you need hackers.
Correct. Yeah. But that brings up another good point. If you really want to do a holdout, you just keep tweeting out. If you're a player, just keep tweeting out the link, the Zoom link
the
to
Zoom
all
room.
the meetings
And
and,
the
random
password.
fans piling in. That's what you do.
Can you imagine like the Eagles fans hopping into? I'd be in there.
Oh.
You know what I'd be if I got the Zoom link to the Eagles, I would just have on the screen on replay Forrest Gump, like Lieutenant Dan, ice cream, just for Dougie P.
That's
all
gonna make
day.
that's gonna make for a tough meeting to
meeting.
conduct.
But you brought up something new here, and if everybody at Zoom, like the people that run Zoom, are listening, because we know they are, what if a Zoom room, you're in the family room of the Zoom room, right? And what if like two people like you and I are in the family room, want to go have a conversation quick, and like we can go into the Zoom living room and we hop off for like a minute, and we're still in the Zoom meeting, but like we get into our own room off site and we can have a little conversation and then pop right back in.
So like instead of like, so you would have the pictures of the people like you do with the regular Zoom, but then you would almost have like a blueprint of a house.
Yes.
And be like, oh, Kevin's in the living room talking to Billy. I'm going to go.
Yep.
I got to go catch up with Kevin. I'll be right back. You just don't go.
Exactly. And then
nice.
like, you'd be like, all right, I'm going to go back and see my parents in the family room. And then you click the family room and you leave the living room to go to the family room. And then it's more people. And
Now,
then if you and I are trying.
If you go in the Zoom bathroom, like only one person.
That's a one person. Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you're in these, if somebody's in the Zoom bedroom, two people, and they have a little, Zoom hat on the door, nobody can go in.
I think you're on to something here. You can go out in the backyard, have a Zoom patch. That'd be awesome.
Just
maybe in the front yard. Check the Zoom mail. Go get the mail.
It's like Sims.
Possibilities are endless.
Remember the Sims? It's exactly what love Sims.
The Sims were the best. Did you ever like make the guy poop his pants?
Oh, of course.
I would take the toilet out all the time and he like run around until he pooped himself. It's so ridiculous. He's like, oh no. He'd look right in the camera and just be like, if you don't get me a toilet,
help.
You son of a bitch.
Help.
I love the Sims. We should bring back
we should. I mean, I watched Rugrats yesterday. So I mean, I feel like everything just needs to come back.
So we're not canceling the Sims, is what I'm saying.
No, the Sims is coming. I mean, I think the Sims is still a thing. Like we don't know about it. I think it's still like a computer game.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think so. In this topic, so we're not I don't think we're canceling Zoom holdouts because it's actually hilarious.
We want to expand.
Yes. I mean, Dak Prescott, Jamal Adams, come to us. We got great ideas for how to be a nuisance, and Jerry will just drop the money.
That's a good idea. I could get Jerry Jones to give Dak $40 million a year. I could do that. I know that I could do that.
Can you imagine how this is gonna? I mean, so on a different note, that's kind of together. So apparently, the NFL is having a practice virtual mock draft on Monday with everybody. Can you imagine Jerry Jones on one of these, like trying to draft players? And this is going to be, I mean, talk about made for TV. This is going to be a phenomenal disaster, I think.
It's going to be amazing. You saw the picture of the Giants war room where it's basically like the dude, like, and he even has like a printer. Like, what are you using a printer for? If you have a printer in your war room, you're drafting an alignment and it's not going to work out. Like, there's just no reason to have a printer.
He's faxing in the draft pick.
Faxes and printers. I'm canceling printers. I just cancel printers. We're canceling a lot.
So you're canceling Dunder Mifflin because then we know no. Need paper.
No, that was back in the day. If Dunder Mifflin existed today, they wouldn't have a printer. I wouldn't allow it. Michael's a forward thinker. Everyone knows that. He bought chairs instead of a new printer. You know how Michael.
Exactly.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I don't know how we were talking about it to Harry the other day too about. Can you imagine like teams like the guy at home, his just Wi-Fi just shuts off and he can't send the pick in. Nobody can get in touch with him.
It's gonna happen. It's absolutely gonna happen. Or they're gonna pick the wrong name, or maybe like it'll be like a name, like last name like
Kringleberry.
And they're like, did you mean this one or this one? And then they just pick the wrong guy. Oh, it's gonna be such a tasty treat.
They're gonna be typing in like an email of who, and it just autocorrects to somebody else, like Zay Jones instead of Zay Smith.
Let me get your thoughts on this.
Huh.
Let me pitch you something live. All right, you, me, a couple of other branded people. We live stream during the draft and create an entire drinking game out of it.
I'm in.
In there,
done.
I mean, that's just how I do. They fall out
Thursday. Let me check my calendar for Thursday.
Yeah, we got one on Thursday.
Yep, I'll be here.
You're open. Yep, you're not in phase 1 yet, so we're still.
No. We're in phase like -4, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're phase.
We're not. Well, stay tuned for all that. We do have a lot of exciting things coming up for everybody that we won't tell you about now. But
I can't wait to announce the big one. And it just got bigger today. Shout out you. You know who you are. If you're listening, we just got up. You know who you are.
You.
You.
It's coming. It's coming. All right. So, talking about NFL, I'm going to let you go first here. Okay. We are building our ultimate NFL offense. We were going to do active. Yes. We were going to do all time. Well, you were going to do, and then I did active, and I screwed it up. But we're going to do active. So your ultimate NFL active offense, only skill position. So we're going to do 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 3 receivers.
Okay. You want me to just rattle them off?
Yeah, and then we'll.
Or do you want to go?
You want to go quarterback, running back? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. I'll go first, though. Well, actually, I think we just say it. Right? Let's just say it on a count of 3 because it's probably going to be the same. Ready? 1, 2,
3. Patrick
Mahomes. Yes. All right. So Patrick Mahomes is the obvious choice for the active quarterback right now if you're building a dream roster. I think the only close second would have been Russell Wilson because I'm looking at this as have to win a game or you're entering, a playoff with this roster. You want to win a championship. So they have to win a game. I'll take Patrick Mahomes.
Russell Wilson's right up there for me. Like if it's like game on the line for your life, I feel like he'll find a way to win the game.
Correct. All right. So then you start. Let's go running backs.
Okay. So you want me to go both running backs or just 1 and 1?
Yeah. Let's give them both.
Both? All right. I'm going Saquon as my top running back. I feel like the dude can do everything. He's a power back. He's a burner. His quads are just. I want to see his ass just running all game because it's a beautiful thing to see. So I'm going Saquon is my number 1 and my number 2. I got to do it. It's Zeke. I think also though because Zeke has kind of become. He was lean and mean in college and he had speed. Now he's kind of becoming like this guy. So you can run him at fullback. And can you imagine having Zeke at fullback and Saquon in the backfield? I mean, the things you can do because even though Zeke is becoming this guy, he can still catch the ball and go. So I think those two in the backfield.
Deadly wishbone with those two.
Exactly. Can you imagine Mahomes, Zeke, and Barkley in the backfield? I'll take it all day.
That's good. I will give you that. I'm taking Barkley as well. I think Barkley is easily like the best running back in the league right now. And I think he can do it all. So he's going to run in between.
Let me guess you're going Boston Scott.
No, you wish. Now I'm going to go with the bruiser. I'm going to go with Derrick Henry. So I would take Derrick Henry right now because he's got that like Marshawn Lynch in like mid-late 2000s where it's going to take 2 people to stop him, and he's going to guaranteed get 4.5 every carry. So
even if like 7 guys jump on his back, he's falling forward for 3 yards.
Yeah. So Barkley's going to get me from the 20 to the 20, and Derrick Henry's going to get me from the 20 to the goal line.
Barkley might get you from the 20 to the end zone.
I mean, he might do it all. Yeah.
Far 20.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Give me your tight end.
Ertz. Next question.
Travis Kelce.
Okay. I mean, he's kind of
I think you could. They're 1-2. I mean,
yeah, they're 1-1A. I don't know which one's better. I take Ertz just because I think he's. I don't know. I've seen him play more. I'll be honest. It's a homer pick, but that's what I'm going.
I was going to go with the Raiders tight end, that guy Jason Witten, but he's no.
Jason Witten.
All right, let's go receiver.
Okay.
So, who is your first receiver off the board?
First receiver off the board, I'm going to take DeAndre Hopkins.
I'm right there with you. We're building almost the same team here, Joe.
Okay, I know. Yeah,
I mean, how do you not pick Hopkins?
I mean, like I said, with actives, there's only a certain amount of people.
I mean,
DeAndre Hopkins, number one. Who you got, number one? You going DeAndre, right?
I'm going Hopkins. Yep.
All right. Who's your number two then?
Michael Thomas. Dude, just across the middle. He can do whatever. He'll catch 200 balls in a season. I mean,
how do
you not pick him right now?
I'm going to take number two. I'm going to take Julio Jones.
Okay, Julio.
Still, he surprisingly has a low amount of touchdowns scored in his career. I forget.
He doesn't get. I think he had like 4 or 5 last year. He doesn't get in the end zone much.
Like staggeringly low, but
he'll have like 270 yards receiving on 16 catches and no touchdowns in a game.
It's insane. I'm gonna look real quick. But I mean, he gets yards and he gets a ton of yards and he can beat anybody. How many right now? If you had to guess, how many career touchdowns do you think Julio Jones has?
How many years has he been in the league?
From 2011 through 2019.
So 8 years.
Well, 9 technically because
32.
32?
Yeah.
No, you have 57.
Oh, all right. Well, I was going by like.
But I would
pin
him close to like.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's still
staggering like 5 a year
for a guy. Nope, he's only gone double-digit touchdowns one time in a year. But the guy gets.
How many was it? Was it like 11?
10.
10, right on the double.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so, I mean you can't.
I'll still take him.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's still a monster. He's better than his touchdown numbers.
Oh.
So you give me.
All right, give me who's your third?
My third is Michael Thomas as well.
Okay.
Just for a consistency factor, I think Michael Thomas is just like you said. Like you can just throw it out there. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm taking Michael Thomas.
Okay. So I wanted to kind of build a receiving core a little bit different because all 3 of those guys are like similar.
They're one. They're all ones.
Yeah, they're all ones. So I was gonna go with Tyreek Hill here, like a burner, but for Allie's sake, I'm not gonna pick him because I won't hear the end of that if I pick Tyreek Hill. So I'm gonna go complete opposite with Allie, and I'm gonna take Julian. I'm gonna take Jules because throw him in the slot with.
We're on the move here.
Where are we going here? We're walking here. Throw him, baby awake.
No. I was helping because this is what you do when you manage. You got 2 people working from home. Look at that background, by the way.
It's beautiful.
I took that picture.
That's actually Bora Bora, where I actually have been.
Yeah, I didn't take the picture. You didn't have to say that.
I actually took the picture. But yeah, you put Julian in the slot with Michael Thomas and Hopkins on the outside. I feel like it's just Weapon City because he can just go across the middle and move the chains all day.
I mean, I like it. And I think if you're talking about like a gamer, like a guy who's going to go out there and win you a game, I mean, Julian Edelman won a Super Bowl. Like the comeback here with that juggle catch. I mean, that won
Atlanta,
basically. Yeah. So
literally,
I mean, if you're going for a win, I got no problem with that pick at all.
And I want somebody with that beard. I want to see that beard growing throughout the season on my team.
I like that. I'll give you one. Let's mix it up too. I'll add in one defensive player. You can just have one star defensive player. Who are you taking?
See, it's interesting because pass rush is always so important. It's been so important forever. I feel like coverage.
Either does the coverage make the pass rush better, or does the pass rush make the coverage better? It's the old egg and chicken.
Goes back and forth.
Yep.
Because it's like, do I want like Gilmore this year was unbelievable. I mean, you know, like if I'm going against your team and I need at least one of those receivers to shut down, I want Stephon Gilmore. And there's Aaron Donald. Yeah, I'm gonna go Gilmore because the amount of receivers in this league right now and the way the ball's being slung around. I mean, I want that. I want that number one corner.
I like
Lock
it.
you down.
I'm going Nick Bosa.
Okay.
So I'll take the pass rusher, and hopefully he can get there and force enough to help my coverage guys out.
Surprised you can go Fletcher Cox.
Dude's a hunk. I mean, the Bosa family are all those dudes.
Studs.
Those are hot dudes. Like, let's be honest. Let's call it a spade a spade. And
I mean, he's
a really hot dude.
Joey's a little weird looking.
Yeah, but the
definitely better
line
than
is
Joey.
strong.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, and he's for his. I mean, if you're building for a season and for a franchise and for a future, I mean, the kid's like 18 years old, and he just dominated the league.
Yeah.
Are we getting any? Yeah. Nobody wants to answer questions, ask questions, and win shirts here.
I guess not.
Unbelievable.
All right. Let's wrap this up. What do you got going on this weekend?
Yeah. So this weekend, I took care of light work. It is Friday. So this weekend, Sunday's supposed to be beautiful in the 60s, sunny. So I took care of my light work last weekend and just disposed of you in the first ever branded chip off. So we're going to keep this thing going a little bit, get the momentum going, and I'm going to be taking on Jesse live this Sunday, the second branded chip off, probably around 1 o'clock on Sunday. This time I think we're going to go for 50 chips. 100 was a lot. We'll get it moving. But yeah, smoked your ass. And now I'm going to take on a real golfer.
Smoke's tough to say. And I'm a better golfer than Jesse. So those are the facts. Here's the issue. I'm better on the course when the game matters. I'm not a practice guy. Mm-hmm. We're gonna ignore that. Don't even look at it. You guys
so old.
Don't even look at it. Yeah, nice handle.
I mean, that's not shirt-worthy.
_4. Cool, Edmund.
How hard? It's always. I can never find him on Twitter because I'm like, his Twitter should be like Eddie something.
Anything better than EJS _4. So stupid.
By the way, did you know like virtual teams or whatever can trade players? I saw his.
That was wild. Esports guys can get traded. That is. Do they do drafts?
Eddie, do they? EJS _4. Do virtual teams do drafts? EA Sports guys?
And update your picture. You're also not that good looking.
Yeah. No.
It's such a fault. I mean, that's like a Tinder
fake
trap picture that you put, and then they meet you and they're like, "Well, you don't look like that at all. Like your hair looks better in that picture than it's ever looked one time in your life."
That's like even like me right now. Like I look okay, right, with the hat right now, but then like quarantine hair just comes in and it's just
it's insane.
That's what Eddie in real life was like. One day in that picture looked good, and then like quarantine hit him and this happened. And then
he's been quarantined his whole life. We should just do, what we should do one day? We should have one of these Lunchables where we just drag Eddie. Just a half an hour just dragging Eddie.
I mean, even though I do love Eddie.
I'm cool with that, too.
What are you doing this weekend?
We'll check. I'm going to be watching your chip putt contest on Sunday or Saturday, whatever day. I mean, I don't have much to do, so probably not doing much of anything. Might do some housework, might not. Probably drink like an absurd, uncomfortable amount of beers, but just not.
You know what I do want to do this weekend that you kind of spurred? So I'm a White Claw guy for most of the time here. He's a Cowboys fan and he drinks White Claw. He's a girl pussy bitch. All right, I get it. Fake, soft, old Philadelphia Twitter world. I get it. But Joe also enjoys a seltzer every now and then.
I do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm a man.
I want to try you said the Trulia was pretty good, which I was surprised you picked it higher. I mean, Chill Fizz was number one. Shout out Chill Fizz, Philadelphia. But I do want to try the Trulia. You said,
it was good. Now to get all of those companies in the same flavor, I had to do lemon lime, and I will admit, I think lemon lime of the seltzers is the worst flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously mango is number one. Everybody loves a mango. But to make sure mango's number one. But
Mango's not number one.
We're not going to get into this right now.
Black cherries.
No, mango is the number one.
Have you had the new White Claw case? Watermelon. Have you had the new one with watermelon in it?
No. Is it good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
All right. I'll try that this weekend too. But I had to do lemon lime for all of them, and that's the worst of all the flavors, so that made it a little bit tough. So I will say maybe Truly isn't, better than White Claw overall, but what I will say is when it comes to lemon lime, Truly was way better. Corona, by the way, absolutely. Oh my God, it was god awful.
Look what Corona has put us in life right now.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right.
That's kind of about the same. I think this happened like the same time those seltzers came out, by the way. I'm not saying that that's the reason everything happened, but I'm going to say that's the reason everything happened.
It's just a weird coincidence.
It is. All right. That was 35 minutes. I think that was long enough. We covered a lot of
36 minutes now. I'm going to check out your chip off. Everybody check out whatever else we've got going on. I don't know what else is going on.
Well, the huge announcement is coming.
Next week.
Huge. Just be ready.
It's gonna
Everybody's going to love it. Yep.
Have a safe weekend, everybody.
Yeah. Enjoy. Stay home.
Love you. Each and every one of you. I'd kiss each and every one of you on and in the mouth if I could.
Social distancing, Joe.